Welcome, everybody. Welcome once again. My name is Richard Young. I am going to be your host tonight. Usually it is Miss Linderborg that handles this, but she is a very busy woman. All right. Only if you guys knew how busy she is and the things that she has to do on a regular basis to make sure that she is providing quality service to all of us. Okay. So let's make this train move. This is a simple, easy funding solution, not only for personal, but for business. Not only for business, but also investing and great opportunities for people that want to turn this into a career. But first, you might as well know who you are dealing with. Okay? What is this company? Who are these people? What are their experience? Okay, are they as good as we hear that they are? Because people definitely know, they've heard about us, they have done business with us, and the word is definitely spreading about the platform that we have. Okay, but what is our background a little bit? First, that's me, your host, Richard Young. All right, I have a background in credit funding, management, and sales, and a multitude of other things. But, for the most part, okay, uh, this is my go-to. This is what I have chosen as my profession. I am very good at it. This is what I specialize in, and this is the space where people can make a lot of money. And I love being able to hand down my knowledge to be able to help empower others. Bridget Linderborg, that is our COO. She is the person that I was speaking about. Very talented, has many skills in real estate, mortgage lending, insurance, and credit repair. So basically, she is the person that a lot of you investors that are starting to come on board and starting to become agents, you want to know her. Real estate agents that are coming on board, you want to speak to her. She has closed multi-million-dollar deals in the United States and in the Dominican Republic. Okay? So when we're talking about a person that knows what they're talking about, that is her. All right. We both together have a combined of 30 years experience in the financial industry. And then we decided to open up our business together and combine those services to be able to give our clients the best experience possible. We opened this company in 2017, okay, but that has nothing to do with the companies that we have had in the past, that we still have, but now we wanted to combine all these services in a brand new company on one platform to be able to have access to everything underneath one umbrella. That is our logo, R&B Wealth Strategy. Now, our mission is to focus on providing high quality financing, okay? Not only for the individuals, but for business. And you will see what we are talking about very shortly. Why are we here? What makes us so popular? What is the reason why so many people are coming to us for financing? Because we're simpler than the banks. It's just that simple. The banks have requirements that are just too high for the average individual. All right, they need a 680 or better credit score, and sometimes it's not even a 680. It's a 720 or better. Okay, you have to make a serious money already. Okay, if you're making somewhere around the 50 or $60,000 range, you can maybe get a little bit of financing, but not much. All right, they don't tell you what it takes to be able to get financing. They don't tell you what you need to do if you get denied financing. They are not coaching you on how to be able to understand the financial industry and what it takes to be able to get financing when others will not give it to you. Okay, we do that. We are coaching people. We are training them. We are letting them know what our lenders look for, because we have our own underwriting process that we do before we even submit your information to the lenders. Okay, so basically we are giving you a pre-approval before you get your pre-approval. And that is what makes us so successful. That is what gives us the edge over any other financing industry that is out there, because they are not taking the time to be able to coach their clients. They are just telling them to fill out an application. If you get approved, great. And then they take their fees. If you don't get approved, sorry, try again next time. But that's not the case with us. We will coach you, we will train you, we will show you what you need to do. And if you don't happen to qualify, then we have a service, what we like to call financial restoration, because what we are doing is fixing your credit so you can get the financing that you're looking for. We are not a traditional credit repair company. We do credit repair so you can get qualified for funding. Now, the things that we offer are a multitude. All right, and it can become a little bit overwhelming for some individuals, but when you think about it in the long run, you are basically putting yourself or your clients in the best position to be able to get financing, because we have more than one option on our platform. We have control, we have the connections with the lenders, we understand their underwriting process, we do our own underwriting process, and then if a person doesn't qualify for a certain financing option, then what we do is we strategically maneuver you to be able to get financing in another area. So we help to exercise all your options, okay? And that is typically the best part of our platform. We are creative financial strategists to be able to get you the funding that you are looking for. Personal loans is just one of our financing options. We have access to hundreds of lenders on our platform. Business loans is another one. That's another big one when it comes to the lenders that we have. We actually have more than just a few hundred, but we've actually narrowed it down to the ones that we have the best relationships with, and those are the companies that we have been doing the most business with. Investors loans. We have a few different options and avenues when it comes to that, but for the most part, this is one of our flagship options when it boils down to it. We are able to finance you 85% of the purchase, rehab, and closing cost. Consumer financing is a no credit check solution for merchants to be able to make more sales. Okay. Now, debt consolidation is something that we just added to our platform. Okay. There are a lot of people that have serious issues when it comes to debt, and we need to be able to make sure that we can help them. We don't want to just turn them away. If they don't need credit repair, if they don't qualify for financing, then sometimes just being able to help them to slash that debt in more than half, basically, okay? And that's typically what it'll be. It'll be around the 50-50 mark, what we can do, and sometimes we can even slash it down to about 60% for whatever it is that you owe, okay? And that takes a serious burden off a lot of people. If you owe like 100 grand and we're able to slash off about $60,000 of that debt, and you only owe 40, how good would you feel about that? All right. Credit restoration is the last one. Like I said, it is really to us financial restoration, because we're fixing your credit so you can qualify for financing at a later date if you cannot qualify for it now. We help you to build your credit, boost your scores, so you will be able to receive the maximum amount of funding from our lenders. Our application process is a secured one, and we stick with it because we want to protect our clients at all times. Okay, we don't do manual applications. Everything is online. One thing that we direct our agents to do is to not fill out applications for clients, because it is online, and all the agent has to do is send the link to their client and have them fill out the information, upload their own documentation, and then everything comes in-house. So you, the agent, never have to touch anyone's personal information. When a person's application comes in, then it goes directly to DocuSign, and then that person gets their own DocuSign ID. Okay, so if we put in that number, that specific person will pop up. So if there's like 50 Richard Youngs that have applications in the DocuSign, then all we have to do is put in the specific number of the person that we're looking for, and that specific Richard Young will pop up. So we're never mishandling anyone's information. One of the reasons why we do this is because there is a lot of fraud that happens. Okay, it happens not only in this industry but other industries, and we want to be able to protect our clients, protect ourselves, and protect our agents. One thing that I like to do is I like to just get to the money. All right, what are the different ways that you can get paid to be able to offer this financing if this is something that you choose to be able to do as a career? Okay, some of our clients that come in, they just want financing. That's fine. We provide it. Sometimes they want to become agents afterwards. That's fine. We provide the training and then they can become an agent. Okay, and they want to know exactly what is the type of money that they can make with us. There are 7 different ways that you can make money. All right. One being the personal loans. Okay, the commissions that you receive off the personal loans is typically around 2%. Okay, 2% of the fully funded amount. So for an example, like what you see on the screen is if a person is financed around $20,000, you get 2% of that, which is $400. Okay, same thing if a person gets financed $40,000, then you get 2% of that, which is $800. Business funding. Okay, I typically advise our agents, if this is a career choice for you, business funding is the route to go. The commissions are a lot higher. We give you the option of charging your client from 1 to 5% on the business funding. And the majority of that is yours, and 1% stays in-house. So if you charge them 5%, then you get 4%, and 1% stays in-house. If you charge them 3%, then 2% goes to you, and 1% stays in-house. Okay, so just for an example, if you did one business funding application, one client at $75,000, and 3%, that's all you wanted to charge them, then that is $2,250. Okay, so you can really see how it can start to add up if you're focusing on the business funding portion. Investors loans is typically a little different. What will happen is we will do a 50-50 split with you of the total commission that we actually secure from our lenders. All right, so if we are able to negotiate 3%, okay, 3% points on top of that fully funded amount of $120,000, that's $3,600, and we split that in half with you. Okay, so all of you on here, any of you that are investors, you will be able to basically finance your own deals. You'll be able to finance your friends' deals that are investors. Real estate agents, if this is something that interests you, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you know investors, you will be able to now fund them as well, and you'll be able to find them the homes. Number 4, this is the 4th way that you can get paid, and these are more for the people that want to be able to build teams. Do you need to build a team to be in this company? No, you don't. Will it help? Yes, it will. And for those that are into building teams, this is another way for you to get paid. What we do is for the first person you bring in, we give you $75 straight off the top. Okay, now from 1 to 5 people that you bring in, we're giving you $75 for each person. But what happens if this is something that you're really interested in and you really want to keep building a team? Okay, fine. Once you bring in your 6th person, we're going to start giving you $90. Okay, on down each person. And once you bring in your 11th person, we're giving you $110 each person that you bring in, and so on down the line. Once you bring in your 16th person, that's $125. Once you bring in your 21st person, that's $150, and then it goes on from there. So once you bring in your 22nd person, that's $150. Once you bring in your 23rd person, that's $150, and it just keeps going, and you stay at that level as long as you have active agents under you, so that number can continue to climb. That's $150 each time. Now, the fifth way that you can get paid is your agents, your direct agents, now you get paid because they're bringing in agents. So now this is where it really starts to add up, because you're getting paid for your direct agents bringing in people that you didn't even know. Okay, so for an example, you bring in one person, that's $75. Okay, that person that you brought in that you got $75 off of, that person brings in someone, automatically we're going to give you $35 just because your agent brought in someone. Okay, so you're not going to get that $75 because that's going to go to your agent because they're the person that brought them in, but because that person is in your downline and you're associated with that person, we give you $35 just for that. Okay, so now what happens when that person that you got paid $35 for brings in someone? Okay, so now it's really trickling down the line. Now you really don't even know this other person that got brought in. We're giving you $10 just for that. So out of the blue, you're receiving checks for people that you never even knew was coming in, and then it goes all the way down. Okay, 5 levels. All right, so you can see the math, you see how it adds up, and it also builds up because once you are building upon your sixth leg, your second leg, and you brought in your sixth person, you're still getting that $90, and then it keeps trickling down: 35, 10, 5, and 2. Okay, so it's a simple way to look at it like this. You can build 4 levels down from your direct agents. Okay, so it's still 5 levels, but it's an easy way to remember it when you think, okay, it's 4 levels down from my direct agents. All right, and that's what we end up paying you on, which is the 5th way to get paid. The 6th and 7th way to get paid is through our credit restoration. Okay, you bring in one client that needs credit repair. Okay, automatically off the top, we're giving you $75. Okay, if you did that, let's say you did that in a month's time, for an example. Okay, that's $75 each time, so that's $375 that you get. Okay, the 7th way is your monthly residual that you make as long as your client is going through the credit repair process. We give you $30 a month just for that client being in the program. Okay, so if that client is in the program for, let's say, 3 months, that's all it took to be able to clean their credit file. That was $30 every month that client was in the program. If they stay in 6 months and their file is just a little tougher to clean up, okay, once again, every month that's $30 that you receive that your client is in the credit restoration program that we have to be able to move them along to funding later on. It's $275 to start for all credit clients, and then it's $99 per month. What I really want to do is give you guys an example of how it can typically go. All right, and this is really even just for the simplest math, slow rolling it. If you're doing it part-time or you have a full-time job and you're doing this on the side, whatever. Okay, this is a simple plan that you can duplicate every month, and then you'll see your income start to grow. Okay, give you an example. Let's say you brought in 5 agents. All right, that's 5 agents in 1 month. That's $375. Okay, and then you yourself, you bring in 1 credit client a week. Okay, times 4, that's 1 every week for that month. That's another $300. Okay, and then you bring in 1 business funding client per week. Okay, times 4. That's $1,600 in a month. Okay, so really, if you think about it, and all you did was work this plan, you can see how it could really start to add up. All right, that's not hard to get 5 agents in 1 month. It's really not hard to get 1 credit client in a week. And it's definitely not hard to get 1 business or a personal loan for once a week. Okay, and you'll see how it starts to add up. Now your total monthly compensation will boil down to $2,275. just from you working the bare minimum. All you have to do is work the bare minimum, and then it starts to compound. All right? How does it compound? Let's look at it. So let's say that you have now brought in 5 agents, okay? You don't want to just say, okay, here, you're in the business, goodbye, and never talk to that person again. All right? That's not smart business at all. If you're into building a team and you want to bring in other agents, then you want to collaborate with those agents. Show them what you know. If you can bring in one credit restoration client a week, show them how to bring in one credit restoration client a week. If you are bringing in one business funding client a week, then show them the exact same thing, okay? Because you are going to get paid off of their volume, and we're going to hop into that in a minute. So let's give it a small example. If you trained your agents up under you, and of course we're going to train them as well Monday nights at 8, okay, and then of course, you know, there's the new agent trainings like what we're having now Thursdays at 7, okay, but you yourself are also coaching your own team and collaborating with them. All right, now you brought in 5 agents, okay, and one funded a client at $10,000, okay, which is a small loan, one of the smallest loans that we can actually do, okay. That's $50,000 in volume that your agents are actually doing. And if they did that weekly, okay, that adds up to $200,000 in volume, okay, in 1 month. Now, what you're doing is you're starting to receive your bonuses from your agents that are direct agents to you, starting to do volume. Okay, that's another $750 bonus to you because they did so much volume that month, and that's on a monthly basis and starts back over again the next month. Okay, so you got your bonus, $750. Then each one of your agents, they bring in one agent, okay. If you remember the other slide, then you get $35 for them bringing in someone, okay. So if each of your agents brought in someone, that's another $175 to you. That's one of them checks that you just get out of nowhere and you didn't even know it was coming. Bam. But we make sure that we pay all of our agents, so you'll have that in your hand, okay. Now your first 5 agents, okay, that was $375. All right, so you got that. Now you bring in one credit restoration client a week, all right? Just like the other example from the other slide, it's $300. This is what you're doing right now. This isn't the volume that your agents are doing. This is all your money, okay? And then you're still getting one business funding client a week, all right? And you're doing that once a week for the entire month. That's $1,600. Okay, so if you remember from the last example, by yourself, without you even pushing your agents, okay, you was making $2,275. But if you pushed your agents and your agents were doing volume, you got that $750 bonus. Now that boosted up. You just made basically another $1,000 really. All right, and you weren't the one that was actually doing the work. So now you made $3,200 because of the volume that your agents did. Okay, and we haven't even begun to even start counting up the residuals that you receive from your credit restoration clients that are in the process. So that's even another check that you would have coming. This is a simple plan. If you worked it, and even if you just worked it step by step on this one small plan, you'll see how it'll start to add up from month to month to month. Now, I want you guys to understand what happens when your team is doing volume. These are all bonuses that we hand out because your direct agents combined with your volume, okay, just for examples, if you and your direct agents did a volume of $100,000 to $150,000, okay, that's a $500 bonus check that goes out to you. You receive a bonus just from your team doing $100,000 to $150,000 worth of volume, okay. And it goes on down the line. All right. And it's very simple math. This is in the agent compensation plan. You are able to track your volume so you will know. All right. And don't think that it is hard to do these numbers, because it really is not, especially if you're collaborating with your team. Okay, and you're showing them how to close deals. You're helping them to close clients. You are actually helping them present, or if they need someone to talk to, or a three-way, or whatever. Okay, we're definitely going to be there for them all day long, because we want them to close. And even when we're helping them along the way to close these deals, because that's your direct agent, you receive the bonuses from it. Now, if you see down at the bottom, if your team did $1 million in volume, that's a $7,000 check. That's a $7,000 check, okay? And these numbers are for real. These are serious numbers, all right? You could actually do this if you directed your team properly. And this is typically the levels that we have for our agents to be able to aspire to, and there is different bonuses and perks that come for each time that you hit each one of these levels, which when you are an agent, you will be able to see in your agent compensation plan. Okay, your first level is an Omega team leader at 10 agents. Once you hit that first level, okay, then it is like easy selling from then on. You should have the formula. You should know what to do. And there's other perks and benefits that come along with that once you hit that that first level of having 10 agents. Okay. Once you hit around being an Omega team manager, okay, the volume that you could do, even if you're just working the simple plan like what I laid out in the slides beforehand, you should be able to do somewhere around $10,000 a month. Okay. So now this is where the money really starts to roll in. Okay, so sorry about that, everyone. So the first level that you reach is an Omega team leader, but the first level that you should actually have your eyes set upon, your main focus for your first goal, should be able to have 25 agents up under you. Your direct agents, not the agents that they bring in, okay, but your direct agents is what you should be focused on, because that's when it becomes a game changer for you. You start actually seeing that this is something you could do and make some serious money at, and you don't have to go work 40 hours a day, a week, and for $10 an hour or whatever you're making, and you're not really making enough money to pay your bills, okay? You'll see a serious difference. All right. And then it goes on down the line. And once you're an agent, you'll get the compensation plan, and you'll see all the benefits that come with each level when you hit them. When you become an independent sales agent with us, which is basically what you are, okay, you don't have to worry about no license. Yes, this is the financial industry, and we offer credit repair, but because you are under R&B Wealth Strategy and we have already dealt with a lot of these issues, you do not have to worry about the licenses. There is no license required at all. Okay, there is no experience needed. It's all electronic with the application, so you're not running around with a whole bunch of documentation. Okay, and we take care of your clients to the utmost. All right, we have excellent customer service. We stay on top of our clients. We advise them on the things that they do to be able to push them forward, and we give them the best chance possible of receiving financing. One thing that we'll do for the right candidate, we will equip them. You will be on our training calls. We will coach you as much as possible to be able to help you out. You will be able to watch the training videos that we have in our Facebook group. You'll have documentations to be able to help you to close your deals, so you can pass on information to your clients, and you yourself will be able to pre-approve your clients before you even send them to us, which is typically what we want to equip you to do, so you're not spinning your wheels on a person that will not receive financing. This is just a quick example, just one little screenshot of when we're sending out commissions to our agents. Okay, this is in our chat in the Telegram group where we keep everybody up to date with their clients. If we're following up, if you need to follow up, if they were approved, if they were denied, and also on payday. And I love to see that when it pops up in the chat, commission sent. Okay, that could be you. Will you want to learn before you earn? You probably will. Some of you will be able to hit the ground running, and that's fine too. But believe me, this is not hard to do. Each and every person that is on this line can see their name pop up in that chat and see their name next to that commission sent. This is just a few of our agents, where we threw up, some of their advertisements, so you can actually see some examples of how they advertise, what they're moving like, okay, and these things are actually paying off. Especially if you know how to follow up with your clients, if you know exactly what to do, if you know how to speak to people, if you are not just like sending them a link and never speaking to them. Okay, it's a different ball game when you are in this type of industry. We are service based, and you have to speak to your clients. Okay, so if you're visible like these agents on here, their ads are crisp, it's clean, it's legible, you can see the person that is actually offering the services, and it makes your clients feel a little bit more comfortable. And this is just some examples. There are many more. We weren't able to throw them all up on here, but we have a great team. They are very successful, they are very driven, they are very goal oriented, and they are professional in every single way, and we appreciate them 100%. Now, who are we looking for? We kind of gave you an example just before with some of the advertisements that our agents are doing, but what does it take to be able to get the commissions that they're receiving? We're looking for highly motivated sales agents. Okay, now we are in the service-based industry, and you have to provide information to your clients, but at the same time you have to understand your clients. All right, now you can provide information to them all day long, but are you providing the personal service to those clients to be able to close them? Are you motivated enough to go out and get them? Are you motivated enough to follow up with them, to call maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 30 people a day, whatever it takes? But it works, and it adds up. And the same effort that you can put in on a 40-hour week job making minimum wage, if you put that same effort into this, you will see the difference when you receive a check from R&B Wealth Strategy and then a check that you received from your job, and you see the difference, and then you'll start to understand, and you'll start to really take this industry serious. We need entrepreneurs, okay, who are looking to add to their current portfolio. That's fine if you have another business. All right, add this to what you got going on and be able to boost your business and to add additional value to your clients. We need business-minded individuals looking for a career change or just a different opportunity. We need independent agents that are coachable, motivated, self-promoters, hungry. You got to have a hungry mentality, okay? And it definitely helps if you're savvy with social media, or if you're old school and you know how to get out there and hit the street and be able to make it happen. That's fine. Whatever your main way of making it happen, just be smart about it, be creative, and definitely be a hustler. Okay, just to recap on the ways that you get paid. All right, personal funding, business funding, 50% awarded of the commissions from the investors. Okay, and then a 50% split from our debt consolidation company whenever you sign up someone for debt consolidation. And then also the money that you receive from referring agents, referring credit restoration clients, and the residual that you get from that. And then on top of it, your monthly volume bonuses. whether that's the bonus from what you do or the bonus from your direct agents. I mean the volume from your direct agents, which is another reason why it's so important to follow up with your agents, to get in contact with your agents, to motivate your agents, to make sure that you guys not only are tuning in to our trainings and with us, but also collaborating with the people in your downline and creating a strategy with them, helping them out, boosting their post up on Facebook, helping them out with the presentation, so on and so forth, because it's all only going to trickle up to you. Okay, so motivate your team, they'll get paid, and then you'll get paid. Now, we would like new agents to already have some sales experience or have some type of financial background, but really it doesn't matter. We're going to equip you with all the financial knowledge that you need to be able to close deals. Okay, it is more so for you to have the motivation and the drive to be able to get out there and to be able to close deals. We're going to give you the education. We're going to give you the motivation, most definitely. Once you see in the chat all those different commissions being sent out to everyone else, but you got to be a self-starter and be able to take this serious. And if you can't take it serious, then you probably won't do too good in this industry, and this is probably not the space for you. All right? Now, if you're looking for a salary or a boss, you want a 9-to-5, then you're going to have to go fill out some applications at some department stores. That's not this, okay? With this, it is your business. It's your business, okay? And you're going to get out of it what you put in. Are you up every day handling business, following up, making phone calls, speaking to people on Facebook, staying in tune with the company and what we're doing, engaging in the chat, in the Facebook group, educating yourself? Are you going to be on your stuff? Are you going to be on your stuff? You can basically make this your job and still have the freedom, okay, that entrepreneurs love. You work when you want to work. You work as much as you want to work, okay? And I promise you, the more you put in, the more you will get out, okay? But if being an entrepreneur and being in the financial industry is not for you, then that's you over in the right-hand corner. You're X'd out, okay? That's fine. You have to stick to your space. That is no problem, okay? This isn't for everybody. But if it is for you, we actually have 8 ways to get paid. It wasn't 7. We showed you 7, but it's actually 8, okay? No matter what, there is always a sale. There's always a sale with personal loans. If they don't qualify for a personal loan or they don't want one, okay, fine. They might own a business. Let's see if we can get them funded through their business. They can't, or they don't want a personal or a business loan, but they want to flip homes. You get a commission because they're investors and they want to flip. All right. You want to build a team. You get paid when you bring in an agent. Okay. When your agents bring in agents, you get more money. Okay. If your clients don't qualify for the financing options that we have, then we put them into credit restoration, and you get paid for that. If your clients are in serious debt and what they need is debt consolidation, they need help with that, then you get paid once again. So basically what we've done is put everything on a platform that typically the average person is going to need within the financial realm. So it is like I don't want to just say it's a one-stop shop for financing, but what we have done is create an avenue for you to always get paid. If a person says, hey, I want money to be able to start a business, but I don't even have a business yet. Okay, well, we got personal loans. Oh, man, well, I don't think I'll qualify for a personal loan because, you know, my credit's kind of messed up. Or don't even worry about it. We'll take care of your credit, and then later on down the line, we'll get you financed. Okay, I mean, there's a rebuttal in there to whatever the situation is, and you can always still be able to help someone and get paid in the process. And then on top of it, you get your team funding volume bonus. You saw how ridiculous that can get, especially if your team is the right team and they're motivated and you guys are working together. You can receive $1,000 checks, $2, $3, $4, even up to $7,000 checks in the mail because your team's volume was just great that month. You received checks just because of the volume. So you're getting paid off of the deals that you bring to us and we close them for you and get them funded. But then you're also getting paid off of the volume that you're doing on a monthly basis. Okay? So if there's not a way in here for you to make money, then I don't even know if being on a job is the way for you to make money, because that's only one way. Okay? We provided 8. Is there a cost? There is always a cost. Okay? You're receiving financial education in its rawest form, and you don't have to go to school to get it for 2 years and pay thousands of dollars in student loans either. It's $275 one time to start, and then you'll also receive your website, and with that you'll have your back office that's attached to it, and there's a maintenance fee of that for $49.95 a month. Okay, but if you're focused and you're driven and you're taking this serious, you close 1 deal a month and that covers that $49. That's nothing. Okay, the type of commissions that you're receiving from us will wipe that out. Okay, so focus, go hard, be determined. All right, your first deal every month, you remember that it's out of the way. Your monthly website fee. You brought in 1 agent, out of the way, your monthly maintenance fee. Okay, and then you just keep building and you keep growing with the plan that I laid out to you from the very beginning. Focus on 5 agents a month, focus on 1 credit client a week, and focus on 1 business funding client a week, and then you'll see that it will continue to grow and it will build, and before you know it, you will be sitting on top of about 50 or even 100 agents up underneath you, and you're motivating them all to do exactly what you're doing. Can it be done? Yes, it can be done. Okay, there are some people that are going to have a problem with the $275, then this isn't for them. This is not for them. The type of money that we make in this industry blows that $275 out the water. It's nothing. The type of education that you receive with us, okay, is the type of education that you would have to pay for at a 2 or a 4-year college, and at the end of that degree, you got a whole bunch of student loans, and then you probably won't even get hired for the position that you're trying to get, and you're stuck with that debt for the rest of your life. All right, so you want to learn a new industry, you want to learn a new career. Yes, there is a fee that is involved, but this is something that you can do for the rest of your life, and you don't have to have thousands of dollars in student loans that are left over and you don't even know how to pay it. What I want to do now is I'm going to stop the recording, and I'm going to open up the mics and let you guys ask some questions, and then I'll be able to instruct you guys a little bit if you're actually looking to sign up tonight, or you can get back to your agent that brought you on tonight, speak to them, and then they can show you where to go to fill out the application. We would love to have you on board and love to see you on our Monday night training so you can start learning how to earn.